Hey guys, Katie Lamb here from Earth Cruising. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 of the best work from home jobs or work from anywhere jobs that can get you $300 or more per week. You might be thinking, oh, but I haven't got any skills. But the good thing is, I'm going to show you a secret tip if you stay till the end that will really help you out with one of these jobs. So go on, have a think. What skills do you have? Or if you feel you haven't got any skills, what are you passionate about? Like, do you enjoy taking photos? Do you enjoy reading? Do you enjoy writing? Are you a good talker? So, are you arty? All of those things can be applied to online work alongside even just like good organizational skills. Remember, even if you haven't got anything that you're really good about or really passionate about, how about doing like a short course? Getting skilled up will always help you in the job market, whether that's like offline or online. Right, we're going to dive into the tutorial now on the 5 best jobs you can get to work from home, earning $300 or more a month. Okay, so subscribe below if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. Remember, stay till the end. I've got that secret for you. Enjoy. Hey, so we're diving into the tutorial now, talking about the 5 work from home jobs or work from anywhere jobs that are pretty easy to get, but it does depend on your skills and what you sort of enjoy doing. So one of the easiest ones to get is transcription work. A lot of companies could ask for some sort of qualification, but this is one I've found that doesn't. It's pretty easy to get accepted with, and they have a lot of work on there. It's rev.com. So type that into your search bar and then like freelancers/transcription, and you'll get taken to this page. It's pretty easy to sign up. Like I say, they don't ask for anything, any sort of qualifications. Anyone can do it, but you do have to have like a basic understanding of grammar. So putting your name and email in there, and then they'll take you to the next, and then you'll be taken to like a grammar test, which you have to pass like with so many %, and then it'll take 48 hours and then it'll approve you. Then you'll get to choose from like available transcription jobs, and there's a lot of work on there from what I've heard, and you get paid weekly by PayPal. It's like a good little side gig and to earn some extra money while you're traveling or on the side of like another job. You can pick from lectures, interviews, podcasts, and all different things to transcribe. Choose your own schedule, work as much or as little as you want. Yeah. So it's a great one to do when you're starting out if you want to work from home. And yeah, it's been endorsed by a lot of big names like Penny Hoarder, Forbes, Huffington, and Real Ways to Earn Online, Business Insider. So yeah, it's got like a lot of good reviews. So it's a great one to start with when you want to make money online. So sign up and let me know how you go. Hey, so now we're looking at the second work from home job that you could possibly get to make money online, and it is a virtual assistant. I'm sure you've heard about it, and there's plenty of work out there. Again, you might be thinking, oh, I haven't got the right skills, but there are different types of virtual assistant. It doesn't just have to be someone who's like, done office work before or something like that. You could be like a virtual assistant for someone who's a blogger, who's a photographer, who is like like a celebrity or anything. Like, if you've got social media skills, writing skills, talking skills, organizational skills. There's all different types of virtual assistants. You can sort of set up your own little company, get yourself a website, or you could just search for jobs. Like Flex Jobs is one of the places you can search for jobs, even though it is a paid platform, but I'll show you other ways you can also get virtual assistant work. So Flex Jobs, I just found this article, and it covers different types of virtual assistant duties and tasks, but this isn't all the tasks that they do. There are plenty of others that I know about. Calendar, schedule management, travel arrangements, file and document organization, email monitoring and organizing, answering and directing calls, billing, writing. But like I said, you can do other things like social media and like all sorts of different things. So again, like have a think about the skills that you've got and how you could help someone in their business or their day-to-day life. There's all different things you could do to help people. So it's giving you like a little list of some companies that are hiring here. So I mean, you could reach out to them directly. You don't have to wait until someone puts like a job position out there. You could reach out to them and say, hey, my name's so and so, I've got these skills, I'm available for hire, and you can set your rate like that. Like I said, if you're going to do that, it's good to have like your own little website, or at least sort of like a platform showing some sort of skills, showing that you're a real person, talking about being a virtual assistant on something like LinkedIn or Facebook or anywhere. But it's good to have some sort of profile that you can show people when you're reaching out to them for this type of work. So it just goes through what makes a good virtual assistant, pay rates. So again, you can set your own rates. You're not working for someone else. You can reach out to people and set your own rate. So anything for sort of like, you could start low, 10 to 15 per hour, get some experience and get testimonials, and then obviously put your prices up as you go. So you can work from anywhere doing this, working from home. You just need like a good laptop and a phone. Right, just going to go into some different ways you can get like virtual assistant work now. So obviously there's quite a few different platforms like Upwork, People Per Hour, Fiverr. You can put like a profile on there and get work as a virtual assistant, but obviously there's going to be competition. So like I said, when you're starting out, look at what other people are charging, but obviously go a little bit lower. Try to just get some work to start with, and work out what you can do for people, what you're good at, and get the experience, build up a portfolio, and then you can put your prices up. So you can see these people, some have unique skills like Google AdWords and translation. You can offer big businesses stuff like that, or you can offer just general administration tasks. It's totally up to you. A virtual assistant, you can offer whatever you want. So you can get a profile on Upwork or some of the other sites like People Per Hour and start sort of bidding for jobs. And another great place to be on is, of course, LinkedIn. No matter what you're doing, what type of online work you're trying to get, you should be on here. But especially if you want to be a virtual assistant, I'm on here for, showing my freelance writing profile. I'm just going to show you, if you were looking to get virtual assistant work, you can reach out to people directly. I mean, have a think who you want to work for. Do you want to be a general assistant, or do you want to work in a specific industry? Like, you could work for bloggers, you could work for, I don't know, like business managers, you could work for marketing companies. Like, they're all, everything is moving online. Like, another few years and like most companies are going to have like virtual assistants instead of like on-site office assistants. It's a good time to get into it. So say, for example, real estate could be a good one. Could you help someone organize that? There's going to be so I'm going to go to people, because you could look up real estate investors. These guys are going to have money. They're going to need help organizing stuff. They might have a bricks and mortar business, but they might not, or they might be looking to cut costs and go with a virtual assistant and get rid of their office assistant. So you could reach out to these guys, tell them, I can look after your emails, I can do this, 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 and this. Tell them what you can do for them and tell them your rates, and just reach out to people. There's tons of real estate people on here. You can reach out to bigger companies if there's someone you want to work for. I mean, a lot of places are going to have probably offices, but like I said, in the next sort of few years, 5 years, it's all going to go online. It's a good time to get into it now. So other things like I mentioned, bloggers. So not all bloggers are going to make loads of money, but some are. Like the ones, if you're interested in writing, it could be sort of like a stepping stone in as well. Like maybe you could do some writing for them as well. Yeah, so just look up people on here. If anything takes your fancy, like the sound of them, reach out to them. Like, yeah, or any sort of like people that are doing really well in a particular niche, reach out to them, like tell them what you can do for them. It's like, they're gonna need some sort of help. So they're just a few ideas there, guys. And another way is just going on to sort of like job boards. So one is like Read. Just found this one. I found some writing work on here in the past. Yeah, it's just again, you can like write in any types of sort of jobs. But yeah, I was looking at virtual assistants, and yeah, you can apply for jobs, but be aware doing it this way, there's always a lot more competition, just like with applying for any job. But it's just another way to sort of look for work and potentially get work. But when you're starting up, maybe starting off sort of reaching out to people, getting those first few clients under your belt is a better way, the other ways I showed you. But just showing you, there's tons of demand for virtual assistants, and that have all different types of skills. So have a sit down and list out your skills, how you can help people, and how that could apply to being a virtual assistant. Hey, so we're looking at the third way you can make money online. And that is proofreading or editing. So if you have any skills in that area, great. But even if you don't, I'm going to show you a way that you can still get work doing this, even if you're, not the best at grammar or anything like that. There are ways and tools you can use to help you out. But yeah, a good platform to get work is People Per Hour, among loads of others, but this is just one I'm going to show you. So again, you just set yourself up a profile on there, put, any skills that you have, and particularly if you're going to go after proofreading, like I said, even if you haven't got experience, just go and like type in proofreading like I have here, and just have a look at what other people who are proofreading, what are they charging? And like I said, when you're starting out, if you haven't done it before, yeah, start off doing work for a little bit less, like look at what they're charging. They've obviously got a lot of experience, and then think to yourself, okay, so look at what some of the lowest ones are charging, and even go like a little bit lower, because you're going to have to bid for jobs, and sometimes having like a low sort of price will get you the job, and sometimes they want, people are going to want the person with more experience even if they have to pay more. But a good way to get your foot in the door is by charging a little bit less than the more experienced ones, or even offering to do some work for free, get the testimonials, and then you can start putting your prices up. So you've got 25 per hour, 19 per hour, I think there's sort of 12 per hour down there. Obviously, it's going to depend where you live, but even if you live in a country where things are expensive, I would definitely recommend having like a low price to start with when you're learning. And then you can bump it up once you've got the experience and get the testimonials. So I'm just going to show you a way, even if you haven't got good grammar skills, there are some softwares you can use, like gingersoftware.com is amazing. It's free. You can add it to your Chrome, and any text you want to proofread, you just copy it and put it into their platform, and it will proofread it for you. So I mean, it does all the work for you, which is amazing, and it's really, really good. Another one is Grammarly. I used to use this years ago. Again, it's just brilliant for if you're writing and doing like proofreading or editing. It's like literally your best friend. Again, you can like add it to Chrome, and then you just paste your articles in there, and it'll tell you all the mistakes you've made and ways you can improve the grammar. And yeah, so it's basically helps you do the job. It basically does the job for you. So, that's a way, even if you're not great with grammar, you could still get proofreading work. Okay. Hey, so now I'm going to talk about job number before that you could do working from home or while you're traveling, and it's a social media manager. So this would work better for people who already have like a sort of large social media following on maybe their Instagram or Facebook, and because you will have the skills to know how to build up a big social media following. But that doesn't mean the people that can't do this job. It's just learning the process and reaching out to people. If it's something you want to do, something you think you could do and you'd enjoy doing, there are ways to find work. And if you don't have any skills, I'm just going to show you right now. So I'm on Udemy. You can do really cheap courses here. Sorry, mine's in Thai baht, but that's about like sort of £10, $10. And you can do like a social media management course, the complete 2019 manager bootcamp, and you can get 8 hours of training, from someone who knows what they're doing. There's tons and tons of courses, all for like $10 or less. So yeah, you can come on here and get some skills for really, really cheap if you need to. And then you could either set yourself up as a social media manager, like I've mentioned before, get yourself a simple website and, start reaching out to people to do work for quite cheaply, and then you can build it up from there. But Indeed, again, is a great one to go on. They have like social media manager work. Again, some of these will be in-house, but you'd have to sort of reach out to them and like talk to them about working remotely, but that's totally possible. Like I said, everything's moving online, so you could probably convince them if they wanted someone in-house. Another one is worku.com. So this is one. So Worku, workew.com. It's got a lot of remote work on here. And you can find sort of like social media manager work and all different types of remote work on here. So it's another one you could come on to and apply for work. So if you haven't got any experience, remember just to you want to start off putting your rates sort of quite low just to get your foot in the door, and then you can build up from there. So there are different ways you could find social media work, and then you can also, like I've mentioned before, reach out to people directly. Like, what are the companies near where you live at the moment? What companies do you use? Like hairdressers, the dentist, different shops you go in, little fitness studios. Could you reach out to them? Like, do they have like a social media profile? Maybe you could help them with that. Like I said, you could offer your services for free to start with, and say just for a testimonial, or just your way to get in the door to to start yourself up. Like, reach out to people near to you that you might have used their platforms. And then another way is to come on to places like these social media platforms like Facebook, and you can search for like pages and people, and who you might want to work for. It could be like in the fitness niche. Maybe they need a social media manager. They probably, a lot of the bigger ones will already, but you want to look for people who are maybe not quite so big yet, and you could offer your services to them. So fitness studios, anything like real estate, you just type it in, and all these pages of all different businesses are going to come up, and they might need help with their social media presence. I mean, you could sort of go onto their Facebook and just have a look at what they are doing. I mean, you can usually tell if they've got no one helping them. If you go onto their page, it's not rolling down, go on another page, so maybe go onto pages. So real estate, this one's quite big, so they probably do have help with their social media. But again, just go and check places out if that's something you're interested in. Go and check out people's social media accounts, and you can usually tell if they know what they're doing or if they don't. And if they don't, you could reach out to them and be nice. Don't say your like social media looks rubbish, but like, just say who you are, what you're doing, be honest. Say, I'm starting out, but I'm looking to become a social media manager. I'd love to help you out in return for a testimonial, or even just like real cheap rates you could offer them. And finally, we're on to the job number 5 that you can do online to make extra money, and it is freelance writing. And again, you might be like, oh, I can't write, I can't do this, but there are ways around it. You don't have to be the best writer, you don't have to be the fastest writer, you have to start somewhere. So if you have a little bit of writing skill, that's great. You can use sites like Blogging Pro and Pro Blogger. So they have, again, it's like a massive sort of online job board, and you can like apply for all different writing jobs here. So I mean, it helps if you have sort of a passion. You can go for like specific jobs and get some decent money on here. You can like set your own rates. Yeah, but if you haven't, don't worry. Another one is Pro Blogger. So again, just a big job board where you can sort of look for different jobs. Go to the job tab and have a scroll through the different types of writing jobs there are, and there's work in all different types of niches like automotive, cosmetics writer, indoors, outdoors, and copywriting, finance. So I mean, again, if you have like a passion or a skill in an area, you could make money writing about it. And again, you don't worry if you're not the best with grammar or like a fast writer. There are tools you can use, like the ones I told you about before. You can use Grammarly to correct your mistakes. There's another secret I'm going to show you that you can use if you don't particularly like writing. But the one last way you can find jobs is by just using good old Google. Again, if there's any businesses in your area that you use, that maybe you could check out their blogs online and just or check out their websites and see if they have a blog. A lot of like businesses won't even have a blog, and this is where you can potentially make money writing for them. So I just typed in wedding caterers London just as an example, and what I've done before, I'll go into all of them, but I'm just going to go into one today just to show you. So what was the one I looked at? So Hippo Caterings. So when you've chosen a business to look at, go onto their websites, have a look. So you're looking for a blog, like to see if they actually have a blog section. Because if they haven't, you can reach out to them to potentially start one for them. So I'm just scrolling down. So check up the top. It can sometimes be at the top, in the middle, or again, right down at the bottom. They might just have like a tiny little tab where they'll have the blog, but as far as I can see, I can't see that they have a blog section here. But they've got like contact information. So what I would do, I would take this email and I would email them. I would have like a scripted email written out that I could send to a lot of different companies offering myself as a writer, and sort of just a little bit of education, like telling them, hi, my name's Katie, I'm a writer. I've written for a lot of catering blogs before. I came across your website. I see you don't have a blog section, and it's so beneficial for a business like yours to have a blog and to increase your reach and get new leads to your website and potentially signing up with you for your catering services. So that's what I would do, and then I'd give them a quick line or two about my rates and any other information, and link them to my website or another area where I have writing work I can show them or share with them. And yeah, that's a way you can reach out to people. And so you can do this on like hundreds and hundreds of blogs. Just it's a way to research, find businesses that might need your help as a writer. So yeah, you can do that in any niche, in any area. So it doesn't have to be somewhere near you, but it's just a place to start. You might know them. They might have seen you come into their business, so be more open to you working for them. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. It's a great way to look for potential clients and not have to battle against like people on job boards. So the last bit coming up now, so the secret, if you're not a good writer, you don't particularly like writing, and even me, sometimes, I can have enough of it. And one thing I discovered was using Google Docs, go to tools, and you can do voice typing. So you just click to speak. Hi, my name's Katie. How are you today? So it's not always the best. You will have to go in and edit some of it, but it's basically typing what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, you could get like a lot of work done here very quickly. So say if you signed up for job boards that maybe don't pay as much as you'd like, you could come on here and you could get a lot written in a short amount of time by using Google Docs typing. So I just wanted to show you that, just like a little secret there. I'm going to stop it now. So a way you could get like a lot of writing done very, very quickly, but obviously you will have to go in and edit it. Alright. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today and got some value out of it. Let me know in the comments below and let me know any questions you have. I'm always happy to help. Also subscribe if you haven't already and click the notification bell so you always get to know about my next video.